got a tip about some appliances, so we figured, well, let's go get the big stuff. Oh, welcome to the Polly the Wog channel. We're out doing some street scrapping, looking for scrap metal goodness on the curb. And I think this is metal. Yep. We're on the side of a busy road. My brother's just gonna pull in over there, wait for the traffic here. All right. This table is very heavy. So by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how much our load of scrap weighs, what the current price is at the scrapyard, and exactly how much we get paid for our load of scrap. All right, that's in there. Let's go scrapping. Well, it's a plastic dishwasher, and we really don't want the plastic. But it looked like there were a few little metal bits that were loose. Not gonna mess around with it. There we go. Couple of little teeny bits. Would have fought for that top drawer more, but time is money. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. A little light fixture. Sure. Doubt if any of that's brass. But you know, we'll double check. Just for giggles. No, all very magnetic. Oh well. Still scrap metal. Carrying on. Well, we've gotten diverted. We got a tip for some scrap. So our street scrapping wasn't going very good tonight, so we're going with our tip. All right, you'll see here in a second. Yeah, we got a tip about some appliances, so we figured, well, let's go get the big stuff.
I appreciate the phone call, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, get the cord off of here. Oh, that little green wire.
Scrapping in the East End and weren't finding crap.
I think that's all cord.
So we had actually stopped at Harvey's for something to eat because we weren't finding anything with that. Well, we'll just stop for something to eat. And then you called.
Ditch these cords while my brother tries to put that in. And I think we came out a little too early for the street scrapping tonight, and we weren't finding much at all. So this is going to help. Oops. There's a nice big cord on this one.
Yeah, you're lucky there's only one, because I wasn't going to let you have all the cords if there was 5 appliances. But since there's only one, you can have it. This is all aluminum, isn't it?
I don't know, you tell me.
Well, it looks like it. Yeah, sure it is. It's metal. Do you have your magnet on you?
Yeah.
I'm just curious if there's any dirty on this.
Almost got this cord. Get in there. There we go. There we go, got the big cord. Wasn't that nice of my brother to tell me that he was going to be kind enough to let me have it. Yeah. Yeah, a little mini portable.
I've never seen one of those.
No, I've seen those.
No.
And it's like a portable dishwasher, but a washing machine.
That's going to fit up there, I think it will.
Yeah, it should fit there.
There is a sink back behind the dumpster.
It's just like porcelain, or?
Well, yeah, take a look. Like a bathroom there. It's behind the can.
Yeah, it's mostly porcelain. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with that.
Don't worry about it.
Well, that was still a good stop.
Oh yeah. Oh, beat what we had.
Yeah, which was a lot of nothing, so yep, something's better than nothing.
Yeah, that'd be what, 40, 50 bucks?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it'd be all enamel tin, but whatever.
Yeah, no, it's not even going to be that much because that's going to come off.
Yeah.
Although I might just leave it for the, because I got enough stuff piled up in the back already.
All right, so that's it. Our street scrapping did not go very well tonight, but at least we got the tip about the appliances. So we are gonna roll this into tomorrow night's scrapping video. So don't go anywhere. But my brother is probably gonna still take this bit into the scrapyard in the morning, and I'm gonna tell you very quickly exactly what we got paid for this little bit of scrap right now. All right, so let's do a quick wrap up on that before we head back out and do some more street scrapping. We had 400 pounds of enamel tin on the trailer. That was for the appliances for the most part, the fridge, the stove, and the portable dishwasher. They always count that stuff as enamel tin, which is a little bit lower of a price than the regular tin shred. So we had the 400 pounds. It was going at $180 per ton, or 9 cents per pound. So that paid us $36. Now, the remainder of our load was only 100 pounds of just regular tin shred, going at $200 per ton, or 10 cents per pound. So that paid us $10. So altogether, on our load there, we had 500 pounds of scrap metal, and we were paid $46. Not too bad, not too great. But anyways, let's head back out there and do some more scrapping. Well, day number 2. We're going to start off with just a teeny little bit of aluminum on the tennis racket there. Let's slide this over. Found this microwave in a dumpster when we were leaving home. Got some rattly fence pieces. My brother found this earlier today, so that's what we're starting with. Let's see what else we find. Oh, finally, a little bit better kind of scrap. We've been having a rough couple of days trying to find scrap on the curbs. Right away when we started in this neighborhood, we were right behind another scrapper. So we had to switch that up right away. You know what? I guess we'll toss this into the back since it's stainless steel. Double check real quick with the magnet just to, yeah, non-sticky sticky. All right, let's hope we find more. Well, this is the kind of night that we're having. Just the little bits. All right, let's see what we find next. Well, at this point, we'll be happy to take one of these crappy plastic wrapped chairs. So we're not finding much. One little lonely folding chair on the curb. We'll take it. Yep, slow goings. That first neighborhood we had to bail on altogether. Couldn't find much, so we're in a newer area. Hopefully, it'll be better. Well, finally found a little bit of scrap. Might as well just drag this. We got here a tire, a lamp with no cord. Little bush trimmer, a little bit of cord. Well, I'll take my 6 inches of cord. Well, I hope this turns around soon. Hopefully that's the beginning of finding some scrap. We'll see how it goes. You okay if we recycle your scrap metal? Thank you. What is this? Oh, okay. I'll stick that right in the back of the truck. Said it's aluminum panels. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what that is too. Thank you. Well, I always like finding a faucet on the curb. These kinds aren't my favorite, that's for sure. It's usually mostly die cast, and if I'm lucky this top piece will be brass. We'll see. I'll throw it in my little container. Alright, carrying on. Looks like some sort of pull-out. Absolutely, if you have one. Yep, just give me a second. Don't think that that is metal. It seems like it's plastic. I think I'll just go get this guy's bed frame. Yeah, that's plastic. Well, if we didn't stop to look at that, I wouldn't have had this offer of a bed frame. Turns out what I stopped for wasn't even metal, so it works out. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's funny how it works out. You stop for one thing, it's not even metal. Let me just take a quick look at this stuff that was in the box beside it. Oh, it's all just cardboard. All right. At least we got the donation of the bed rails. Carrying on. Well, sometimes you just gotta go. I'm gonna assume that it's empty. Hardly even want to look in there. Yeah, mostly empty, I would say. Well, it's in there for now. Things are starting to look up a little bit. Somebody has ripped their pull-out couch all apart. Make sure we don't get pinched on this thing.
Yeah. That's the thing, is grabbing it somewhere where it's not gonna...
Yeah, fold and pinch you. Yeah, maybe we should rearrange here a little bit. Let me move that wheelbarrow.
These tires look like they're in good shape.
Yeah, they look brand new with the stickers on them.
Yeah, wheel replacement, $32.99.
Yeah, they're all in the wheelbarrow, so that's why I just took them. There we go. Starting to come together a little bit. I think that'll be all right. All right, carrying on. A little footstool ottoman. Does that one rip off there? Almost. Now if I put it on the ground, look at that. There we go. Take the part we want. Yeah, hasn't been the best night so far, but slowly coming together. Wonder what happened to that other tire. There it is. I was wondering if we had dropped it for a second. All right, let's carry on. Just grabbed two umbrellas and threw them in here that we just found on the curb. I thought I was recording and I don't think I was, but they're in there now. All right, carrying on. Well, it's a helium steel shelf and a pet cage, but at this point we're gonna take whatever we can find. We're gonna have to come over to this side.
Oh yeah, we'll put it right on top.
Well, hasn't been the greatest night again, but you know, I'm quite happy to find whatever we find. Of course, I always wish we could find more, but it is what it is.
Oh, you're worried over the end, so I can touch this as well.
I'm gonna guess that this commode chair is aluminum. No, it's not. I thought for sure that would have been aluminum, but it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought that too.
All right, we got that in there. We're gonna check another dozen streets or so and see if we can add anything else to it. Well, I am pretty confident that this has been placed out for scrap. Yes, indeed. There we go. That'll hold it. All right, well, we started off pretty slow, but it's been getting better. Piece of futon frame. Yeah, it doesn't want to fold that way. I think we should just flip it.
Yeah, put it up towards this way so I can get that strap.
Yeah, you just leave it like that down the side. Yeah, the bike and everything holds it good. And just readjust our strap over 6 inches. I don't think the dog cage is going to go anywhere. There we go. Yeah, the later in the evening it goes, the more scrap we tend to find, so maybe we've just been coming out a little bit too early. Alright, carrying on. We turned the corner and we found more glorious metal. I love it. Just when you think you're having a bad night, things turn around. And there's this piece, I'll just leave that there. Oops. I think I can fold these other ones up.
Strap over the outside of these goods.
There we go. Yeah, that was nice. We ended up turning because we saw one thing unexpectedly, and then it led to this stuff. So sometimes it's just kind of fate what you stumble across. But yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit better. That nice sun shot with the sun up there. All right, strapped in and carrying on down the road. Couldn't help but notice this stainless steel pot. I'm going to assume this is non-magnetic. Oh, I would be wrong, because that magnet sticks. Yeah, I thought for sure that would be non-magnetic stainless steel, but definitely would have been wrong. I'm just surprised that that was sticky like that. All right, let's carry on. Well, I was just saying to my brother, when it rains, it pours.
I wonder if it's all right to take it though, because they look like they're renovating.
I would think so. Yeah, there's a little bit of copper and brass in here, but yeah, it's obviously the garbage stuff they're getting rid of. Well, hopefully they say yes. I can't see why not. Thing's covered in ants. Thank you.
We wanted to make sure.
There's some nice goodies in there. Lots of brass. You want to put this right across the back gate, or maybe we could drop the gate and just set it up in there?
Well, I was thinking to just set it up over the side. But
First thing first, put this in the back. That's a nice heavy chunk. Gotta love the non-ferrous goodies. It's up to you which way. I was thinking sideways originally, just across here, but it'll be on a bit of an angle.
yeah, I'd rather see it.
Go vertically that way. You want to flip it upside down so it kind of catches on some of that stuff?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Everything's covered in ants. And if you hook it over that bike handle, it's going to hold a lot better. Yeah.
Get this strap undone.
There you go. Yeah, like Nacho Stuff always says, always be asking. You never know what they'll let you take. There you go. Yeah, for starting off so slow, I'm surprised we have done this well. And if you're still watching this video, you should give us a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, maybe you'd consider doing that as well, because we would appreciate it. All right, see if we can find anything else. Spotted this cord. I figure it must be attached to something good. Yeah, a fan, of course. You know, every time I go scrapping, I always run into my fans. And of course, that doesn't want to fit in there. Stick it down here, maybe. There we go. That's in there. And ditch the cord. Didn't find too many cords tonight. All right, let's carry on. Another fan. Well, you know, I'm a fan of a fan. Get in there. There we go. and it's not really the best. There we go. That's much better. And just double check the strap. Yep, still pretty tight. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Nice. Yeah, it really came together in the last hour. We only ever go scrapping for about 2 hours a night, so it makes a difference on how much we can find. Well, we just about made it back home, and checking the last couple of streets around our house, found this stereo receiver. They're always nice and heavy, nice transformer inside them. I'll take that cord. I see one little piece of wire racking. Well, I wouldn't even call it wire racking, it's just a wire something. Something that we normally wouldn't even stop for, but since we're already here. Yep. All right, see if there's anything else. So that was it. We are back at home. It greatly improved towards the end of our run. I got my little handful of cords, wasn't much, like a pound barbecue regulator or a little fireplace, I guess. It came off of this thing here, so some sort of little fire pit thing. This I'm gonna guess is a nice piece of brass, with the exception of the shower head probably. And I got my faucet here. That should be a little bit of brass and some die cast maybe. But anyways, my brother is going to take this into the scrapyard in the morning, and I'm going to tell you exactly what we got paid for this right now. Well, that was honestly a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It started off so slow, I thought we were going to have another pretty bad night, but it kind of picked up towards the end, so we got an okay load out of that. But anyways, we took that load into the scrapyard, and they gave us 100 pounds of enamel tin. That's that lower tin shred category. I think that was mostly for the bathtub because that is literally enameled tin. So I'm going to go with the assumption that that's what their deduction was for. So 100 pounds of enamel tin going at $180 per ton or 9 cents per pound. So that paid us a grand total of $9. Now, the remainder of our load was 440 pounds of just regular tin shred, still going at $200 per ton or 10 cents per pound. So that paid us $44. So altogether, on our load, we had 540 pounds of scrap metal, and we were paid $53. Not too bad. You know, I'm waiting for one of those epic nights. I wish we could get those $100 loads again, but with the lower scrap price right now and lots of competition in our city, it is just hard to find one of those $100 loads of scrap. But anyways, I just want to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I really hope I see you right here in the next one.